I recently rewatched The Mask of Zorro, the one with Anthony Hopkins, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and of course Antonio Banderas as Zorro himself. And this movie really holds up. And, you know, if it's a movie that you loved back in the day, I encourage you to go check it out. It really is just as special as you probably remember it. And if you have yet to seen it, I encourage you to check it out. This is the quintessential Zorro movie for many people. Yes, there have been many iterations of Zorro, some obviously better than others, but I think this one is a cut above all the rest. It truly, truly is. The opening sequence introduces you to Zorro and obviously the world that these characters inhabit. And then it kind of takes off from there. It's both a very deep movie, a fun action-packed movie, as well as just a joyous movie, right? There's a lot of humor in it as well. And it manages to blend all these things together in such a way that the trio, as I made mention of, Hopkins, Zeta-Jones, and Banderas, is really electric on screen, but so is the rest of the cast as well. You know, the various forces of antagonism that are there for them to face is really, really pushing against them, and that's what creates that electricity, right? And I just can't say enough good things about it. For me, one of the joys is also I got the Blu-ray 4K version of it, and the behind the scenes, the making of. There's like a good, I think like an hour and a half version of how it was all made, and it just made me appreciate the movie even more. So, if you're into physical media, I encourage you to get that for that specific reason. I love that stuff, and I love when, movies put that effort into actually creating like a mini documentary. I mean, in this case, 90 minutes is a full documentary, right? And it looks just as good as anything that you might see on Netflix, albeit obviously it's just, talking about the Mask of Zorro. So all that to say, like, I just fell in love with the craftsmanship, and then so I watched that first and then rewatched the movie, and I saw all the little details that they were talking about, and I just have such a reverie for this movie. And in some ways they call it lightning in a bottle, because of course, like, they made a sequel with these characters and that wasn't as well received, and understandably so. I almost don't even want to think about that movie in that regard. I just love this movie, want to hold it up on a pedestal and not think about that one. So if you haven't seen the sequel, do yourself a favor and just don't, because God forbid it may taint your view of The Mask of Zorro. The Mask of Zorro itself is to me pinnacle filmmaking in terms of the story, the acting, the action, all this good stuff, the set design, the things that they built to make all of this work is true craftsmanship. So, if you love those action movies, and if what I'm talking about, like, even if you're not a fan of Zorro but just love action movies, or perhaps even if you like, let's say, romance and dramas, then this actually has the potential to be right up your alley. So I encourage you to check it out if you've never seen it. If you have, let me know what you love about it. And if you want to drop in a spoiler, totally fine, just denote it as such, and let's talk about our love for Zorro, because I think it's just an absolute gem of a movie.